Welcome in. My name is Leann, and I am doing a human design React video. Leann Wolff is one of my two favorite human design content creators. She has increased exponentially in subscribers over the last little bit, and without even going into any content or analyzing her YouTube channel, I suggest you already to go follow her. Or subscribe, sorry. So the reason being is because one of my favorite things about her channel is that she has playlists. Do you want to talk about the original teachings? Do you want to talk about the centers? Do you want to talk about the gates? So yeah, sure, let's talk about the gates. Now, let's talk about the 58th gate. Actually, let's pick something short. Gate 15, Gate of Extremes. Now, I give her layout of her YouTube an A1 just because of her playlist. She has it neatly organized. Her content is 10 out of 10, so that's why I tell you to subscribe. And her audio and like video, she always has slides to go with her presentations, and yeah, her audio is usually good. I'm actually going to speed this up. Why? Because we can.
Hello, friend. Today we are going to look at gate 15, so the gate of extremes or modesty. So gate 15 sits in the G center. So as you notice here, we've had lots of activity in our throat center, and now we go into the G center.
Okay. Her human design videos actually start at the gate 41 because that is the start codon. And she actually goes from gate to gate after that. That's why it's not in numerical order for us. It's in numerical order for the mandala. So we're looking at gate 15 here. She always has a list of stuff that will beautifully describe things. She'll say things about what happened before it. She'll give you descriptions of what you can do after it. She's definitely just a great creator. I don't have the gate 15, but it is something that my particular human design chart is attracted to. And you can find that within looking at my chart here and then me laying down. You can see what I find juicy in life. So, Leann Wolff, Human Design, Gate 15. Let's see what she has to say. Anyway, I'm not going to be adding any information to her already very informative video. We're just going to analyze her as a speaker from here. And remember, we're sped up to 1.25.
So this gate, this modest gate, is actually a love of humanity. There's potential to love humanity. And there has the full spectrum of human behavior sits here. It's about extreme rhythms. So it's not about a schedule. It's about, today you might get up at 7, tomorrow you might get up at 11, you might eat lunch today at 11 a.m., or, tomorrow you might need to eat lunch, or you might eat lunch at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, things like that. It's about really having extreme fluctuations in your schedule, which if you have this gate, perfect.
It's beautiful because she just gave an example of what it's like to have gate 15.
Allow that to happen. So its lack of a fixed pattern ensures that each of us is able to make a contribution to the diverse ways love exists in the world. Love exists, and those that are fearful can't understand the full spectrum of what we consider love.
One thing that I like about this speaker, even though I have her sped up, is that she speaks slowly and she speaks very well, like loud.
Um, of course, when you get further into design and understand it a little better, love is kind of a farce. The word itself, and it's all about a yearning for the magnetic monopole that sits in the G center to reunite again with the design crystal that sits in the Ajna center. So others are attracted to you because of your acknowledgement of diversity. There is this magnetism that sits in the 15th gate. So when guided by your authority, gate 15 increases your potential to influence how extreme rhythms or patterns are made modest and are balanced and integrated into the collective. So being in the logical stream, okay, so 52, 9, 5, 15, 7, 31, logic, okay, there's logic there. And there's, the 731 is that logical leader for good or bad, leadership for good or bad. And what's important is that for a leader to be elected, there has to be some kind of air of modesty. And what's funny is that we see this, we see the unhealthy.
So, also regarding this type of leader, this leader has to be the one who shows his talent over time, and that is when he will be the elected leader. He can't just be elected for no reason.
Piece of this on the political spectrum. And to me, it doesn't look like modesty, it looks like arrogance. And then those that are modest and are moved into power are here to move us into the future and show the diversity of the spectrum of human beings on this planet, and to have the potential to love that full spectrum. So it's again, I love watching design and seeing how it plays out on our planet, and how the entire mandala, all of this energy is within us. It is just what is activated in you for you to move from, for you to operate from. We're not all here to have the exact same experience. We're all here to have our own. That's why we are unique. What's really funny is if you have the 5th gate and you don't have the 15,
Which, that's my case.
and the 5th gate's pointing up there, you are here to have fixed patterns. You are here to, have a schedule, kind of operate off a schedule, have that fixed rhythm. But what you'll notice is that the not self tells you to, scrap that and get more extreme in your scheduling, in your patterns. It's all not self. So don't believe it.
So I'm a person who has fixed patterns and whatnot, and this is like extreme patterns, not fixed. So this actually can, like, if you're in a relationship and the other person has this and you have this, it can be quite challenging, because if this person is a neat freak and the other person has an organized mess, then you guys might butt heads quite often. So just understanding that little aspect, it allows for compassion for the other, so that you can see where they're coming from, instead of say, oh, you tidy that stuff up.
So if anything,
Right. So that is Leann Wolff. And once again, I do suggest giving her a follow, because she is one of the most educated people that I've come across in the human design system. And she's just passionate about it. And so, yeah, I don't know. That's why I suggest following her.